Live from the studios of First Coast News, Jordan Wilkerson
First Coast Living live.
and David Benfield.
Sounds good to me.
Well, come join us.
This is First Coast Living.
Hello, happy hump day, and welcome to First Coast Living. I'm Jordan Wilkerson.
I'm David Benfield. Thank you for joining us on this fine Wednesday morning.
That's
How are
right.
you?
I am doing really well. You know, I've been actually, and I have no excuse, right, because I don't have a kid.
Yeah.
But I've been like waking up feeling refreshed.
Okay.
It's kind of nice coming off the vacation and still feeling like
Bragger.
good. Oh, sorry. Well, normally though, it's like snooze. I mean, I did snooze one time,
Yeah.
but it's just nice to actually feel like I got
Yeah.
enough sleep.
No, I was dragging today. So I like Gwen had me up for 2 hours last night. Like as you guys know, like she's got ear infections right now, right? So she's like poor thing, just wakes up in the middle of the night and she's
Right.
like not happy, right?
Right.
So I had to get up. It's 2 hours from like 2 to 4, and so
Yeah.
I slept in a little bit today. I showed up at like 9:20.
Yeah, we were like,
and these guys are texting me like, "Dude, are you okay?"
He's usually one of the first ones in the office. So yeah, we're like, okay, glad you're good.
Yeah, no, it was cool. But hey, you were talking about, getting back on the fitness track and stuff, right?
Right, after vacation.
Yeah. So yesterday I went over to, over to One Court, right, Plaza or whatever. You know where the new Four Seasons is, and the
yeah.
new Jaguars headquarters and stuff.
Right.
Right. So in the Jaguars headquarters building, down on the first floor, there's a new YMCA.
Really?
Yes, guys, there's a new YMCA there. It's been open for a couple of months. So I went to go register yesterday, but they were incredibly closed.
Of course.
Yeah,
They've
yeah.
been open and then they weren't.
Right, yeah. So when I want to show up. So anyway, so I'm gonna go over there today and I'm gonna register and we're gonna get back. We're gonna get flexing.
Yeah, you're gonna have to report back and let everyone know how it is there.
Oh, in 6 weeks.
I bet
I'll
it's gonna be nice.
Swole. No.
Hey, you never know.
Yeah, right.
Hey, we got some folks in the background. We want to say
Hello,
hey to y'all.
everybody.
Yes, we've got some people in here. We got UNF
Yeah.
over here as well. Some students,
Hello,
kind of
students.
job shadowing.
Yep.
Shadowing. Well, this is
Sort
the job
of.
that they would like, maybe,
Yeah.
right? They're in the TV production.
Absolutely.
They're touring, but I think it's time to just get right to it. What do you
Let's
think?
do it.
All right. So coming up, the Jacksonville Humane Society. You know they're here every Wednesday, and today they brought Pebbles. What a sweet girl.
Pebbles!
Yes, so sweet. And who has football fever? We are back with another edition of Amazon Weird Finds, but we're talking things World Cup. Yeah, I'm excited to see what these are. And we're going to guess the prices too. And are you not entertained? We will keep the fun going with Watch Party Wednesday with comedian Leroy Aaron, so stay tuned for that as well. But first, David, I'm going to toss it over to you.
That's right. We are joined by comedian The Last Leroy and comedian Big Chip to talk about an upcoming show. And everyone, you're in for a treat. These dudes are really, really funny. Gentlemen, thank you for being here today. I really do appreciate your time. Good to see both of you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, so tell us about the show.
Well, this show is about therapy. If you see my first show, it's called Anger Management. It was about my transition coming out of the military and getting over my mental issues. But this one here is my whole therapy sessions wrapped into one. So my childhood trauma, dealing with the military, life after divorce, all of this is going to be wrapped up in this show.
Oh, wow, you laid it all out there.
Yeah.
Okay, so what can I expect out of the comedy, man? Like, what kind of style are you going to be bringing?
Well, the first one I was more like really, really out there, like vulgar and all of this. But this one here is for a different change. It's going to be a clean show.
Okay.
So if you want to come through, and the church folks, I know sometimes y'all be questioning whether or not can I come to the show. You can come to this one.
This one you
it's
can.
It's going to be okay.
All right, Big Chip, talk to me.
Hey, I'm just here. You know, I'm gonna bring the funny. I always do clean comedy, so
Yeah.
I'm happy to be a part of it. And he acts so different with these hats. Just
He's
different.
looking good today, look.
Thank you, man. Yeah.
He
so
do.
what?
Dude, even all the way down to the shoes, man. I'm telling you, it matches all the way. Look at that.
Look at that. You see that? Yeah.
Look.
He had to hold his breath though.
I did. I almost passed out.
Okay. So let me ask you, this is a question for both of you, right? What's your favorite part about doing comedy?
Well, me personally, my favorite part is allowing my gift to bring happiness and joy to other people. Other people been going through things,
Yep.
you know what I mean? So for me to be going through something and you're able to get a laugh from it, I think that's probably my best part about it.
I love that. All right, Big Chip.
I like live comedy, and people need to laugh.
Yeah.
I think people need to laugh, and that's what we bring.
Yeah. All right. So can you guys give us a little tease?
Preview.
Yeah.
Okay, well, first of all, you see my brother, right? And
Shut up.
you see, he kind of round on there. If y'all look, I'm looking at the TV screen, and he kind of on the plump side of the game. Look at him.
Wow. I am looking like Trick Daddy. I am. I'm going to lose weight, though. I'm going to speak that into existence.
That is absolutely amazing, man. man. Okay, all right, let's talk a little bit more details about the show. When and where, give us all those details.
Okay, well, first of all, it's going to be tomorrow. It's going to be at the Comedy Zone on Hartley Road, the only comedy club that's here in the city, all right? So it's hard to miss. You can go to the website, the Comedy Zone's website, to get the tickets. Don't go nowhere else. Don't go to no other ticket place, because the ticket price is going to be inflated. Go to the Comedy Zone's website. And for anybody that's watching this show, if you send a message to the Comedy Zone within the next, let's say, 10 minutes, then what we'll do is we'll give out 2 free tickets.
Whoa!
Look at
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Look, like Big Chip's like, hold on, they were supposed to pay for that.
Look at God.
You can come through. You know what I'm saying?
That is amazing.
That's
Hey,
good.
how do we keep up with the both of you?
Social media.
Yeah, my social media is the last Leroy on everything. And I know y'all got a Leroy that works here at the studio, but he ain't the last one. I'm the last one. All right?
That's his son. That's his son.
You want to come on? You want to come on in
Look
the
at
show?
him. He's got it. Look, he's frowning at him. Look at him. Leroy is behind the camera right now.
Come on, Junior.
Yeah. They got him on there.
Oh, that was wrong, wasn't it? That was amazing. You know we had to do that to you. That's amazing. Gentlemen, thank you so very much for being
man,
here.
I
I always
appreciate it.
appreciate you having over here.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Yes,
best of
sir.
luck at the show this weekend. I really do appreciate you being here. All right, guys, let's go check out Gemma. It's this place called Gemma Fish and Oyster. It's over in San Marco, and this place is phenomenal.
What's up, foodies? I am out here at Gemma Fish and Oyster, a place I have been wanting to try since it opened. I'm here with the Director of Operations, Chelsea Johnson. Thank you so much for having me.
Welcome.
This is such a beautiful place, first of all, and I think when people kind of run up on it in San Marco, you're thinking, this can't be locally owned, but it is.
Yes.
This is amazing. Tell
and
us
it's
about it.
gorgeous, and it's amazing, and it is locally owned, and I'm so blessed to work for a family here out of Jacksonville. Brittany and Mike Cooney own the restaurant, chef owner, and when you walk in here, you feel like this has to be Miami, or this has to be New York, or oh my gosh, you know, where did this just come
Very
from?
upscale.
And I see so many guests that get to walk in, and I'll ask, you know, what brings you in today? It's like, we walked by.
Yeah,
we had
it's
to
gorgeous.
walk in. So walk by, walk in.
There you go.
Sit down, sit all the way down, and
all the way
and
down.
stay
I love
with us.
it.
Yeah.
All right, so how would you describe your menu? Because it's more than just seafood.
You just look around. I mean, it is bright, it is color, it is jewel tones, it's emerald, it's our little gem. And
Very
so
luxe.
everything is gonna hit those pops of color. And we love to play with texture and temperature and heat and spice and sweet and balance and warm. And so we're just really thinking all the way through where it's not just one item on a plate. You have to feature the tower. We are a raw bar.
Gorgeous.
We have a 12-foot raw bar right behind us. They're getting the
Wow.
oysters out for the day. So today we have 8 different selections. So each day we print the menu daily. We do about 6 to 8 different varieties of oysters. The tower is one of those things that's going to show you. We have 3 tiers of tower. This is our tower 3, all the way from Alaskan king crab. There's ceviches, tartare, shrimp cocktail, oysters. You have to do that. So
Yes.
we did talk about seafood and land. I had to show some land things. Our beef carpaccio, peppercorn,
Oh
pig
my
crusted. It is a raw beef, but it's amazing. It's filet, thinly sliced, caper, shallot, truffle oil. We did a pork
Beautiful.
tenderloin that's going to be with an apricot chili glaze. So one of those
Go ahead
things
and
of
try
like
that.
sweet and heat.
Yes.
You know, broccolini charred over our ember grill. And so something that our company loves is that ember flame. Since ember and iron is
Oh, yeah.
over ember, we also ember grill a lot of things here. So that
Oh my
pork tenderloin
God.
is grilled on open flame as well. Yep.
And the balance of
Oh, it's
flavors,
so
like you're
amazing.
saying, that slight sweetness with it.
And then from the raw bar,
Very good.
I had Jean-Luc prepare us the tuna poke bowl,
Oh.
which we actually have that on our happy hour. So you get a
very
yeah.
nice.
So we do some of our dishes on the happy hour as
And
well.
happy hours every day?
4 to 6 every day.
That's amazing.
I know.
Oh.
Guests love our ceviche here. I hear from all over. You know, we've traveled the world. We love our ceviche, and so
Well, yeah, I was like, should I just
we actually
try
put some
this?
in there.
Yeah, you know what?
too,
I'm
with
just
the
going to
salmon
grab it because
tartare.
it's a little closer. So yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, so ceviche is actually just going to be a white fish that has been cooked in acid. And so the lime juice and orange juice and the agave and all the sweetness and peppers are going to infuse, and we do a puff rice cracker. Yes. So,
Nice and light and refreshing.
Yeah. Yep.
It's so good. Everything I've tried so far is absolutely amazing. But I have to tell you, I think I'm most excited about this baby right here.
Well, I had to. You know, you had mentioned caviar wanting to be in your life as an experience.
Yes.
And I love that we can make that a possibility for so many people.
Right.
A lot of restaurants will sell you caviar by the jar. And so what we like to do is we actually bust the jar open. We sell it by the bump, a ½ ounce or a full ounce.
Okay, so a
And
bump.
So
That's
we
interesting.
just do a little
What does this
bit.
mean?
Yep. So we break it out. And so the traditional way of a bump, and a lot of connoisseurs do, is they use the body temperature of your own hand to heat up the caviar. It's going to exacerbate those flavors. It's going to give you all the nuances of each different caviar.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I feel so luxurious.
Yep. So, okay, you're just gonna give me a little cup in your hand.
Okay.
Yep, and then I'm gonna use a mother of pearl spoon, which is also traditional because if you use anything with metal, it reacts with the caviar.
Really?
So mother of pearl is
Whoa, this is a
the guy.
that's a hefty. Okay.
And what you'll do is you'll actually just roll the pearls around in your mouth a little bit
Okay.
and just try to kind of softly pop them on the roof of your mouth.
All right, let's fist bump it.
Cheers.
All right, let's go. Ooh.
Isn't that fun?
I got a little more. Hold on.
So
oh my gosh,
it
thank
seems
you so
opulent,
much.
it seems luxurious,
But it's approachable.
It seems over the top, but boy, are we in flip-flops and jean shorts on a Saturday afternoon here. You know, just, you don't have to be dressed up. You don't need to be in a suit jacket. Come as you are.
That's so nice to know. Very inviting.
Absolutely. And we do take reservations. We recommend them on Friday, Saturday nights.
Okay.
If you're a group more than 8, we do need to go through some processes on the back end. So you would fill out a private event inquiry that way.
All right, should we end with a oyster
Yes.
note here?
Cheers.
Cheers to you.
Wonderful.
Chelsea, thank you so much
You're
for having
so
me. This was such a
welcome.
wonderful experience. I can't wait to eat more. Make sure you check out Gemma Fish and Oyster in San Marco. It is absolutely outstanding. Happy hour 7 days a week. You can't go wrong. Beautiful rooftop as well, and just a wonderful dining experience.
Come
So
on
thank
in.
you again.
You're welcome. Good to have you.
Thank you.
Yes.
And if you'd like to see this interview again, everyone, just head to First Coast News Plus. Oh yeah, that place is delicious, isn't it, David? All right, well, it is now time for Homes for Paws with Brianna from Jack's Humane. Today she brought Pebbles, and Pebbles is such a sweetie.
I had to join in on this one.
I know,
Such a
and
sweetie.
she's soft.
Yeah.
Yes. So tell us a little bit about Pebbles.
Yeah, so she's 8 years old, a little bit of an older gal, but that's not stopping her.
She doesn't
was
seem
just,
older, though.
She does not. She
Yeah.
was hopping around here just now, running up to everyone. She's a very people-motivated person, as you can tell.
And she hasn't been at the Humane Society very, very long, but you've learned a little bit about her, right?
Yeah, she's very sweet, affectionate with people. She's done playgroup a couple times, but slow intros with dogs, so she's getting used to it slowly, but
Okay.
we're hoping she finds her home soon.
One of the things I thought was amazing is as she's walking around, she's like prances.
Yes.
Like when she gets
She's
really
very proud.
Yeah, when she gets all super happy, like those front little paws, like tick, 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 tick,
Yeah.
it's amazing. She's
Oh my gosh,
she's
so
awesome.
sweet. Well, what I've noticed too with her here, she has been nice and sweet to everybody. I think she gravitates towards men.
She does.
A little
I've noticed
bit,
that
yeah,
as well.
because even when producer Matt, she kind of
She
like
lost
wanted to
it. She
jump
was like,
up on him.
"Wait, where are you going? Where are
It's
you
so
going?"
funny. I love to see their little personalities, but she has not barked once. And you said she's great in the car.
Oh yeah, she hopped up. She's a passenger princess. Sitting in the front seat, and when I drove here, the
you're so
entire
good.
time she was in that seat.
You're so good.
Very good in the car.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, so do you have any events coming up that you'd like to chat about?
Yeah. So and Pebbles will be there this
Hey,
weekend,
baby.
but this weekend is the
Well,
Petco.
maybe not.
Yeah, right.
maybe
she
not.
might get
Maybe
adopted
not.
before the weekend.
Petco Love is sponsoring our mega Florida adoption event this weekend at the Prime Osborne. We'll be there
Oh
from
my gosh.
June 20th through the 21st,
Okay.
10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And we'll be having waived adoption fees, and Animal Care Protective Services will be there, Clay County, and other animal shelters around the Northeast Florida
Oh
area
my
will be there
gosh,
as
so
well.
everybody kind of coming together.
Yeah, it's our big event of the year. We across Florida as well. Shelters across Florida participate in this day and this weekend as well.
Wow.
So it's a big initiative to get at least over 2,000 animals adopted out to new families. And
That's
stuff.
amazing. So is that how many you think will be there?
Last year we had over 2,000.
Really?
Here in Jacksonville, we'll have over 100 pets available from the shelter.
That is amazing. And they're waiving the adoption fees. Jack's Humane is anyway.
Yes, we all are. So
Everybody is.
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing. Now, does it cost to go to the event?
It does not.
Okay, so it's a free event at Prime Osborne.
Yep.
10 to 6 on Saturday and Sunday.
yeah, and if you want to learn more, they can visit mega.florida.com and find out what shelters are participating and
That's
check out their dogs and
amazing.
cats.
Yeah, okay, so dogs and cats.
Yep.
And then, of course, if they want to come check out the animals that you have available, if they can't make make it this weekend, tell everyone where you're located.
Yeah, we're located on 8464 Beach Boulevard, and they can also view our pets at jaxhumane.org.
That's what's really nice too. You can check before you go, and then when you get there, if you already have an idea of who you'd like to see, you get to go in the room, right? And did I hear too that people get to bring their pets to see if they're a good fit as well?
Well,
Does that
so I
work?
didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, we do pet to pets.
Okay.
We do recommend bringing an additional person. That way we have someone outside with their dog.
Okay.
But, you know, our technicians will work with them and kind of
great.
introduce their pets to each other. So, yeah.
Cool.
I think that's fantastic,
That's
and of
really
course
a
they have
great
the dog
idea.
day out where you could kind of take the dog out for a day, see if it's a good fit and all that. And you guys supply us with everything for that, right?
Yep, exactly.
Anything that we would need, or even for fostering. So thank you so much for joining us. Oh, my
Pebbles,
gosh,
let's
she's
get you a
so
new home.
sweet. And I
how
love that
sweet
name
and good she
Pebbles
is.
too. All right, David, what do we have coming up?
All right, guys, stick around. Who needs some World Cup swag? Well, we've got you covered with Amazon Weird Finds World Cup Edition. Plus, rain, go away, honestly. When will we see a day where we don't have to worry about getting wet? Well, we'll let you know in rain or shine. Stick around. We'll be right back after the break.
This summer, Universal Orlando Resort presents a summer of thrills, adventure, and fun. It's a summer you'll never forget.
First Coast Living wants to send you to experience the summer fun at Universal Orlando Resort. Be the 12th person to call 904-605-2525. Lines are open now. You can find official rules and more at firstcoastnews.com/contests.
Welcome back, everybody. It's now time.
For Say What? That's right.
And today we're playing Amazon Weird Finds World Cup Edition with Professor Mead.
Hey,
I like
how
your
you
jersey,
doing?
man.
Thank you. This is a Robin Van Persie. If you know, you know. Real soccer fans.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like it.
You
Which
guys recognize the
country?
crest?
No.
This was on you guys' segment.
Yeah, I forgot already.
They tied to Japan 2-2.
You know that I'm not paying attention.
It was
I'm
the
bad.
same hint. It's the Netherlands. His name is
Okay,
Van
great.
Persie. Like,
Great.
I don't know. I don't
Take your word. Oh,
It's
I
okay.
guessed. Okay. Well.
Yeah. You didn't
No, I
guess this
told,
time.
I
You
told
didn't
my
guess this
husband
time.
about the London thing
Oh,
yesterday.
man.
Oh, goodness.
That was brilliant.
He's like, we need a geography lesson. I'm like, hey, I know the difference. I just wasn't
One of the
thinking
producers,
properly.
he has a minor in geography, so we can talk to him after the show.
All right.
All right, what do we got?
All right. It's Amazon Weird Finds. So, director, put up the first one.
Oh,
we have the
gosh.
screaming Ronaldo chicken because you know he's not the GOAT. It's Messi. Hat trick last night. We
What
already know.
is happening here?
It's a screaming chicken. You squeeze it to cheer.
Somehow
Okay.
that looks more realistic than the real Ronaldo.
I agree.
That dude looks so fake.
He looks genetically
Kinda-
modified.
I mean, I'm not like hugely into it, but those chicken things are funny.
You want it? You don't. How much is it?
$10.
$10? What do you think, David?
Not 11.
11?
Ooh.
Wrong. She's closer.
Oh.
It is $8.59.
We still
Nice.
went
Wow.
over.
I was gonna say $9.99.
Crazy.
Round
We got a second item.
Okay,
All right.
what we got?
Let's pull it up. The World Cup
Oh,
tank,
that's kind of cute.
tank top.
I kind of like that.
I do
too.
like it too.
Yeah.
Where would you wear it to?
That would be what I wear probably.
That's yard work, dog.
That's yard work?
Yeah.
I'd wear it to the World Cup.
Yeah, I
Show
would
off
like
how
tie
much I
it
know.
up cute and wear it to a bar. I like it. All right, let's
I like
say
it. I like it.
let's say $19.99.
$19.99. That's a good guess.
I'll go 15.
15. She's closer again. It's $21.99.
Whoa! That's too expensive for a tank top.
Yeah, for a tank top,
yeah.
I don't think I'd do it. I'm gonna give that a thumbs down,
Yep.
even though I
now
chose
that I
it
know
out.
how much it is.
I still
It is
like
a fun tank top.
I like it better than the chicken. So.
It is better than the
Yes,
chicken.
that's
Yeah.
true.
We have two more items. Let's get to the third one. This is an eye mask and pillow. So basically,
Yeah.
That's cool.
it zips up into a ball, a little FIFA ball, and you can unwrap it, and then it's a pillow on the back and eye mask on the front.
I'll take it.
Great for
Wait,
a plane
it's like
ride.
one piece?
Yeah.
It's one piece.
Oh, that's cool.
If you're a huge soccer fan, I think this is actually kind of cool.
Because even if it wasn't a soccer, that would still be cool. You know what I mean? Like just in general.
No, I dig it.
Functional, so
Okay.
has the official FIFA branding.
So it's probably gonna be more expensive.
How much do you think it is?
$25.99.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say
25.99.
25.
We can guess the
I'll go-
same.
I'll go 22.
David wins this time. He's
Oh,
closer.
Look at you.
It's $19.99.
Oh, that's not bad.
I would
Okay.
definitely
No,
wear
that's
this.
actually pretty
This
good.
sounds kind of great for a plane ride. I
Yeah,
can just
that's
like,
exactly what I was
just
thinking.
lean
On your way
back
to one of
and
the
sleep.
games.
Yeah,
That sounds nice.
it does sound nice.
And if it's a really slow game in the World Cup, you might need it.
That's so
There
true.
you go.
I'm just saying. All right, we got one more item. How much do you think this Labubu is?
Oh gosh, probably $100.
30 bucks.
30.
I like them. You don't like them. I like them. I think it's cool.
For this price, I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, what is
absolutely
it?
not. $149.99.
Not even close.
Because I
That's
know
a
those
huge
things are
no-no.
expensive.
It's
And
like-
apparently
it's a pretty big one.
haunted.
I think
No,
it's
I don't know.
15 inches. So like,
I don't care. It's $100 for 150
Just-
bucks for
it's
a
a dust
stuffed animal.
collector. I'm good.
I mean,
No, thank you. Great
but
job,
good. I
Professor
like
Mead.
these though. In general,
Yeah.
they're good ideas.
which item was your favorite? Which one would
The
you
tank
take
top.
home? You take home the
or
tank
the
top?
pillow.
I like the pillow.
I like the
I'll take
pillow
the tank
too.
top.
I like to sleep, so I'm gonna take the pillow.
I have no idea what that's like. All right, thank you, Professor Mead. I really do
course.
appreciate it. Guys, stick around. We'll be right back after the break.
Live from the studios of First Coast News, Jordan Wilkerson
First Coast Living live.
and David Benfield.
Sounds good to me.
Well, come join us.
This is First Coast Living.
Welcome back. It is now time for Rain or Shine with meteorologist Robert Speta. Good to see you again.
Always a pleasure to be here, but not always bring in the wonderful news. And more on the rain side of things for our friends along the Gulf Coast. This here, Jordan, is some breaking news, so you're all hearing this first. Tropical Storm Arthur has formed.
Okay.
So
there
this
we go.
is our first named storm system of 2026 in the Atlantic. Good news, this doesn't change the forecast too much from what we've been saying.
Good.
Big rainmaker, already been seeing some flooding out here along the Gulf Coast. They actually have tropical storm warnings in place. So if you are traveling west to New Orleans, any of those areas there, going to be messy out there. How's it going to impact us? That's probably the number one question people have. Well, not much changing with our forecast. We do have those afternoon showers. Eventually by Thursday night into Friday, some of the bands
Might get
from
a
this.
couple more. Okay.
But it's like we've had severe thunderstorms the last few days.
Right, exactly. Even the warnings and stuff.
Are you watching the World Cup?
I'm so bad, y'all know.
Well,
No, I just...
well, Houston's game today is inside, but I've
Okay.
already seen some fan events been canceled. So.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Right, if you travel all the way here for that.
Right.
But welcome to the States in June. There could be a tropical system.
And actually on social media, it's so funny too, the people who are traveling here from out of different countries, they're trying our food for the first time.
Oh, yeah?
Some of those videos are hilarious.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Welcome.
So anyway, we'll talk more about that at noon though, the forecast and all that.
Of course, yes.
All right, thank you so much. Over to you, David.
Could your gums be affecting your memory? The hidden link between oral health and Alzheimer's disease. We're joined by Dr. Sonia Dunbar and Gerald Dunbar to learn more about it. Thank you very much for being here today. You both look fantastic.
Thank you so much.
It's our pleasure. So Dr. Dunbar, many people would never connect the mouth to the brain, right? But it's incredibly connected, right?
Yes.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about that.
A lot of people don't realize that the mouth is connected to the body.
Yeah.
If your mouth isn't healthy, your whole body isn't healthy. If you have inflammation in your gums because of gum disease, bleeding gums or anything like that, that affects everything in your body. And by this being June, Alzheimer's and Brain Health Month, this is important, and this is why we're bringing this here today.
I really appreciate you being here. So what exactly is gum disease and why should seniors especially be concerned?
Thank you for asking that question. Gum disease is inflammation of the gums. If you haven't been going to the dentist, getting your regular cleanings, and if your gums are bleeding, and if you have plaque and tartar under your gums, that is the beginning of gum disease. Let me ask you a question. If your eyes start bleeding, you're going to go to the eye doctor.
Immediately?
If your ears start bleeding, you're going to go to the ear doctor.
I'm freaking out.
Right.
Yeah.
So why don't people go to the dentist when their gums bleed?
That's a great question. No, really, that is absolutely a great question.
And that's important because that is the beginning of disease.
Okay, wow. All right, so what does the research say about gum disease and Alzheimer's?
Exactly. They've found a lot of bacteria called P. gingivalis in the brains of people with Alzheimer's. So if you have gum disease, the bacteria in there is called P. gingivalis, and it gets into your blood system, causes inflammation in your brain and in other parts of your body. But there's a direct scientific link between gum disease and Alzheimer's.
Whoa.
So that's why it's so important for us to take care of our gums and take care of our whole mouth.
So, okay, so what signs should we be looking for maybe in our loved ones?
Yeah, and just to piggyback on what you were saying, seniors already have a lot of comorbidities. If they're in nursing homes or long-term care facilities, they already have a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
The last thing they need is to have problems with their mouths.
Absolutely.
One thing that you can look for in your loved ones, one is buildup on their teeth.
Okay.
If you see plaque and debris on their teeth, ask them when the last time they've been to the dentist. If they have a mouth odor, ask them when the last time they've been to the dentist, and if they complain of pain. Those are three key issues to ask them if they've been to the dentist.
Okay, so why are they so vulnerable in nursing homes then?
I'll let my handsome husband
That's a
answer
great
that.
question. Because of mobility. The biggest thing is they don't get a chance to go out to the various nursing homes. I mean, to the various dentists.
Yeah.
So that's why we're mobile, where we actually bring everything in right into the nursing homes.
That's amazing.
Yes. So
Yeah,
the
that's
reason why,
impressive.
because of mobility. Thank you so much.
Okay, so yeah, talk to me about that a little bit more. So we've got about we've got just a little bit left. So talk to me about going to them, right?
Yes.
So that way we save them trying to having to get outside.
If you think about it, okay, if you think about a regular dental office, we take all of the equipment right inside.
That's amazing.
We take the equipment for the extractions, the chairs, all the equipment we get, we take in, even our mobile x-ray. we take right into the facility.
That's
so we
impressive.
do everything right into the actual facility itself.
Nursing home
The
or
nursing
assisted
home.
living facility.
That is really impressive. I've
Yes.
never heard of a service like that. That is so
Thank
cool.
you. 11 years strong.
Oh,
Yes.
congratulations.
Thank
Okay,
you,
so if
thank
the
you.
folks at home, maybe they have somebody that they're worried about,
Yes.
how do they get a hold of you? Where do we send them?
They can go to soniadunbar.com and hit me there, and you can get in touch
Yes.
with us that way.
Absolutely. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
very
What
much for
an
being
honor
here
for us.
today.
Thank you so much.
No,
Thank
you're
you.
doing amazing work, and I
Thank
really
you.
do
Thank you
appreciate
what
it.
you're doing.
Guys, stick around. We'll be right back after the break.
Thank you.
This summer, Universal Orlando Resort presents a summer of thrills, adventure, and fun. It's a summer you'll never forget. And it's only at Universal Orlando Resort.
Welcome back. It is now time for Watch Party Wednesday with director and comedian Leroy Aaron. Looking sharp.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Tomorrow's my birthday, so.
Happy birthday!
So, hey, I'm very happy, very excited. I'm always excited about my birthday. It's my favorite holiday in the world.
Are you off tomorrow?
I am. Tomorrow and Friday.
Enjoy it.
And so, for this set of picks, I just chose everything that I love.
I
right,
like
there
it.
you go.
I like it. It's Leroy edition.
All right.
do it.
So, we're going to start off with my favorite documentary. which is The Earth, Wind, and Fire to be Celestial, or That's the Weight of the World, which is on HBO Max. Now, this documentary just came out, but it has grown to be one of my favorite documentaries in the world. Directed by Amir Questlove Thompson, the documentary delves into the origin, career, and enduring influence of Earth, Wind, and Fire, highlighting their innovative funk and jazz and African mixture, as well as the physiological and spiritual messages in their music. So again, this documentary just came out. It's about the group Earth, Wind, and Fire. I've already watched it 3 times.
Have you really?
Yes, it is very good. It starts from the conception of the group all the way to the current cast of the group, and they're still touring, and they still sound great.
Yeah.
That's crazy. They're still touring.
Questlove directed it?
Questlove directed it.
That's cool. Yeah,
He's
cool.
done well. He had the Sly and the Family Stone documentary, which was awesome, and he had the Summer of Soul documentary about the concert that they had in Harlem back in, I want to say, '78. So all those documentaries have been very well put together, and this one is no different. They talk to all the members of the band, and just to hear about Earth, Wind, and Fire, because we all jam to their music all the time. So I love the documentary.
Such a good band.
Again, Earth, Wind, and Fire, and you can find on HBO Max.
Dig it.
Love it.
So beautiful. All right, next we're gonna go to my favorite movie of all time, which is Goodfellas.
Oh, yes.
Classic.
Goodfellas, directed by Martin Scorsese, starring the late great Ray Liotta, also starring Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci. Goodfellas chronicles the rise and fall of Henry Hill, a young man drawn into the allure of the mafia, navigating decades of loyalty, crime, and betrayal. Martin Scorsese's mob masterpiece just recounts the life and times of Henry Hill, who we all know became part of the mafia, and then later on turned federal witness.
Yeah, Ray Liotta's character is crazy. So you remember the scene where he's like, what are you trying to sound funny?
Right.
Oh yeah,
Joe
like
Pesci.
a clown.
Yeah, so that was ad-libbed.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
really?
Yeah,
All
so
non-scripted,
like Ray
nothing.
Liotta looking at him, he was like, well, this is really weird. That like confused look that he has is just natural.
Oh my God, I love when stuff like that happens.
Yeah, and they decided to keep it because it was
That's
like
cool.
It is such an iconic scene.
It's
right.
It's all about improv.
Yeah.
You see how great all the actors are.
That's awesome.
And I mean, it's
such a good
beautiful.
movie.
And my favorite scene is when they go to the Copacabana and it walks down through the back because it
Tony,
shows.
2 times, let me get the paper.
Right, but it shows though. I've never seen a shot track that long in different types of light.
That's cool.
It always stays
Yeah, that
focused.
sequence shot is
right,
crazy.
from the outside all the way to the kitchen, coming upstairs out to the main.
It was all one take?
It was
Yeah.
all one take,
That is
all
cool.
one shot, all focused, all it's
Martin
a perfect.
Scorsese.
Brilliant.
It's
Yeah,
Martin,
sequence
so-
shots are crazy
Right.
rough,
That's
and it's
cool.
supposed to like gives you this crazy weird sensation because when you don't cut away from scene to scene,
Right.
you stop blinking. Yeah, and you
So,
just,
yeah,
you
check
just
it
feel
out.
like,
Engaged.
Yep.
exactly. It's really weird.
And so again, that's because of that. That's why Goodfellas is one of my favorite movies.
Awesome.
All right, y'all.
Rewatch that.
Next, we have my favorite superhero movie of all time, which is The Dark Knight, starring Christian Bale and Heath Ledger.
The Dark Knight.
Batman, Lieutenant.
Where are the drugs?
Where's the Joker? Batman, Lieutenant James Gordon, and District Attorney Harvey Dent go up against the Joker, a criminal mastermind in ghoulish makeup terrorizing Gotham City.
This is probably the pinnacle of superhero movies.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
my favorite superhero movie. The Chris Nolan Batman series are my favorite telling of the Batmans. What can I say? Heath Ledger got an Oscar for the Joker.
It was amazing.
You know, Christian Bale was great.
Yeah.
The plot was there. The acting was there. This is one of the perfect tellings of Batman.
Absolutely. Yeah, it hands down. I think it's probably my favorite,
Your favorite,
Batman movie.
Right. So again, The Dark Knight, you can find The Dark Knight on Hulu and Amazon Prime. And I got 30 seconds left, so I'm gonna do this one really quickly. Finally, one of my favorite comedies and my definite favorite Wayans brother movie is Mo Money, starring
I love that
Damon
movie.
and Marlon Wayans. Mo Money, Mo Money, Mo Money. Mo Money follows a smooth-talking con man who lands a job at a credit card firm to impress a woman, only to be tempted back into schemes and pulled towards a dangerous criminal plot. Stars Damon and Marlon Wayans, Stacey Dash. It's early Wayans brothers. It's got Damon Wayans characters in it from In Living Color. Early Marlon Wayans, so you know he was just off the hook funny,
Yeah. Yep.
over the top. It is one of my favorite comedies ever. Mo Money. Please check it out, y'all.
Well, happy almost birthdays.
Thank
Birthday
you, thank
tomorrow.
you.
You didn't hear that, so enjoy
you.
your time off.
Thank you very
And
much,
thanks
y'all.
for those great picks.
Right on.
No
We'll
problem.
see you after the break.
Mo Money, Mo Money, Mo Money.
Father's Day and graduation season are here, and many families are still searching for the perfect way to celebrate the dads and graduates in their lives. Here with the biggest gift-giving trends and some creative ideas for both occasions is founder of The Gift Insider, Lindsay Roberts. Lindsay, thank you so very much for joining us today. Why is it sometimes challenging to find a gift for dads and grads?
It's great to be here. So this time of year can definitely be tricky for gift shopping, right? So you have grads who need everything. You have dads who tend to have everything. So my biggest advice is to don't focus as much on the actual gift, focus on the person that you're shopping for. So think about their hobbies, think about their interests, their personality, and then go from there. And when in doubt, go the personal route. So a sentimental gift, a personal, thoughtful gift always is a win with both dads and grads.
Yeah, the dads are tough. We typically just go and grab whatever we need, so we're kind of hard to shop for. Okay, so what's something that makes shopping easier?
Right, so when you're shopping for the graduates, you're shopping for Father's Day, you're shopping for any of the craziness that summer brings, always helps to make online shopping easier, right? So that's where Paze comes in. So this is from the company who behind Zelle, and it's a really simple online checkout solution that lets you pay quickly with added security because your full card number isn't shared with the merchants. So you can use it at the popular sites you're shopping at, like Domino's, Dunkin', Wendy's, Fanatics, 1-800-Flowers. And right now through September 10th, shoppers can earn up to $100 in statement credits on each card in their Pays wallet at those eligible merchants. So it's a great time to get some savings back on that. And then you can go to Pays.com/offers to learn more all about that.
I like it. I like it. How about a gift dads will really appreciate?
So dads, you know, they all want that picture perfect lawn, but don't necessarily want to spend every one of their weekends working on it, right? You want to be with the family, you want to be enjoying your weekends. So that's where TruGreen comes in. So you can give dad that golf course quality lawn of his dreams with the help from the pros at TruGreen. So their experts create a customized plan for your yard, from the fertilization to the pest protection to really keep the grass healthy and green. And it really helps take the guesswork out of your lawn care. So dad can just spend his time enjoying his yard, enjoying his family. And right now for new customers, they can get 50% off through June 23rd, so that's awesome right now. And then existing customers can take advantage of their referral program and get a $100 gift card of choice.
You are speaking my language. That is the one that I want. That sounds great. I do not want to be out in the yard every weekend. All right, what is a can't miss way to impress the grad or dad this year?
So for both dads or grads or anyone you're shopping for throughout the year, I love recommending experience gifts. So think about their lifestyle and their hobbies and their interests and create a memorable experience from there. So maybe it's tickets to a concert, lessons for a sport, food or drink tours. There's some really fun whiskey tours now, tequila tastings. You can do a subscription box. You can do some bucket list experience that maybe the dad or grad has been wanting to do but hasn't actually signed up for. And it's really those thoughtful gifts that show you pay attention to what matters to them. Those are the ones that really tend to make the biggest impact.
I would have to agree with that. That's typically the way I go for, you know, when I would get my dad Father's Day gifts and stuff like that. It's really more about experiences, especially for the dads who have everything, it seems like. All right, so do you have any other gift recommendations?
I always love recommending homemade gifts, DIY gifts, personal things, especially for kids to fathers, or even the graduates. You know, you can do a video montage, you can do a custom photo book, you can do a collection of letters from loved ones, a keepsake filled with meaningful things. So really too, like no matter what the price tag. So if you really just want to do a special gift for someone, you're not trying to spend that much, but you want to put a lot of thought into it, this is a great way to go, and it's something that, you know, they're really going to treasure the most of all these gifts.
Yeah, I think you're right. And it's very personal, right? You took the time to actually put your own hand to paper. So that's very, very special. All right. Before I let you go, Lindsay, where do we go to learn some more information?
So you can go to Tips on TV for everything that we talked about today. You can also check out my website, The Gift Insider. Follow me on social media at The Gift Insider, and we share ideas all throughout the year.
Thank you very much for your time today. We really do appreciate it. And folks at home, if you want to catch this segment again or others like it, just head over to First Coast News Plus. Guys, I'm standing at the Jacksonville Arboretum and Botanical Gardens, one of the more beautiful places here in Jacksonville, Florida. And I have a couple of the employees with me. I have Dana and Caitlin. Dana, what do you do at this lovely facility, I guess I could call it?
I am the executive director.
Yeah, you are. So, hey, tell us about the gardens, and then we'll go into a little bit of a history.
Okay, so the gardens are something that are evolving over time. We've always been very well known for our trails. We have 7 award-winning trails, which are absolutely stunning. And then we have started to turn our focus to a little bit on the garden side, so that we can become like a true botanical garden like Atlanta Botanical Garden or Naples. And we have a long way to go to get there, but we're working on a master plan currently for our gardens.
That's very cool. So I brought my wife here for our second date, right? So this place is very special to me, but it has not always been this gorgeous. So tell us a little bit of the history of this place, because it used to be a strip mine, you were telling me off camera?
Yes, it was a mine for titanium during the war. So, yeah, I know. So this whole place was decimated. It was all sand. And it does have like an area in the center, which is our lake. So it does have a man-made water source that has turned into one of the more beautiful spots in the Arboretum. But carving it out into a mine, and then it's sitting for so many years, it became like it has 13 different ecosystems because of the mining process.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. How does that work? There's 13 different, okay, so how does that happen?
Well, it's a comeback story. So nature left to its own, which is basically what happened. The land sat for so many years after it was donated back to the city of Jacksonville. Once that became a thing, then nature took its course and it just grew back the way that nature does.
Wow.
Yeah.
It is impressive. It's very, very beautiful. Okay, so we've talked about the past. We've talked a little bit about the present. What's on the horizon?
Well, we're working on a master plan. Our board of directors is super hard at work at putting together a master plan for the gardens. And in the upcoming years, we're working to put together a children's garden.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, and you just received a grant as well, right?
Yes, we did. We just received a grant of $1 million from the River Branch Foundation.
That's so cool. All right, Caitlin, we have not forgotten about you at all. Hello. Hi. So tell everybody what you do here.
I'm the events manager.
Oh, so you're in charge of all the fun, cool things that happen.
Exactly, yes, just like this tree right behind me.
Right, that's exactly what we're about to talk about. So the Glowing Gardens, tell everybody about that.
Yes, so Glowing Gardens is our light show for this year, and this is the first year that it is curated just for the Arboretum and inspired by everything that we have in here to offer. So it is going to be incredible. We have some beautiful flower gobos that we'll have. We're going to have hummingbird sculptures and some star sculptures. What? Yeah, it's going to be really special for this year. And this is actually some of the beginnings behind us, so that's a little sneak peek into what we're going to be having. But tickets do go on sale September 1st.
Okay.
So we're really looking forward to opening this up to the Jacksonville community and starting a new tradition.
Come in here, ladies. Bring it in, bring it in. All right, so the Jacksonville Arboretum and Botanical Gardens is stunning, to say the least, and we hope that you come out and experience it for yourself. So if you want to catch segments like this again, all you have to do is head over to FCN+. Do you know someone who goes above and beyond for others? Nominate that person for the First Coast News 12 Who Care Awards. Go to firstcoastnews.com.